Good evening, everybody. I think the word augmented reality, I think most of you or everybody sitting here knows the term augmented reality, and also we have heard a lot of things happening on Android on the augmented reality concept. So we have Samarth Shah from Infosys Labs who will be helping us understand the development process of Android applications on the augmented reality concept. Please put your hands together for Samarth. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for the wonderful introduction. Yeah, I do work for Infosys Labs, but this is not my daytime job. I work on this thing as a hobby. So, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word augmented reality? Anyone? Of course, it is Google Glass. It has created a lot of buzz all over the world, but unfortunately, it is not released to mainstream market yet. The Google Glass, it's not the only AR product. There are several other products. And let me tell you one thing. It's not a recent development. People have been working on this since 1950. But a major breakthrough came in 1980 when Stephen Mann created a first augmented reality, or let's say wearable computer, that's called iTap, using image recognition and overlaying text and graphics. In those days, it was referred as mediated reality, and mostly it's in real time. So since then, people have been working on this, and they developed number of tools. There are several SDKs available, and to give you more overview about augmented reality SDK, I'll give you a brief introduction about Wikitude, Meta.io, Diffusion Studio, and Vuforia. Wikitude is the world's first mobile-based AR browser, which was developed by an Australian company called Wikitude. They use GPS and accelerometer to track your data, and in that you can upload your data via a mobile, via web interface, or via web service. Another one is Meta.io, which is a privately held company from Germany. They developed several AR tools for mobile, web, as well as a desktop application. They received several awards for their AR products. Recently, they launched their mobile-based AR browser called Juno for the Google Glass. Another one is Diffusion Studio. They create a Diffusion Studio tool for free to develop AR application. It was developed by a company called Total Immersion from French. They patented the concept of diffusion 3D, which is overlaying the 3D data on real-time content. Today I'll talk about Vuforia, which is a AR SDK developed by Qualcomm. So before going to the Vuforia, let's talk about augmented reality application. So Ingress is one of the best augmented reality application I've seen in AR and Android marketplace. Another one is Nokia CityLens. This is also a great augmented reality product. Of course, it's not available in Android store. So for that, I've used Unity 3D and Vuforia. Unity 3D is a cross-platform gaming engine with a built-in IDE. Since 2005, it started supporting all the platform. Before 2005, it supports only OS X. So Vuforia is a augmented reality SDK developed by Qualcomm. It uses computer vision technology to track your object or image target as well as 3D object. It has API in C++, Objective-C, Java, .NET through Unity extension. And currently it supports development in Android as well as iOS. But there are several hardware as well as software requirements. In hardware requirement, it requires ARM6 or ARM7 version. And regarding the software requirement for Android, it requires minimum OS of 2.2. So some of the key features of Vuforia are it provides faster detection of image targets if you use local database compared to the cloud database, which supports simultaneous detection of up to 1 million. you can detect cylindrical target. Let's say I want to detect this image, and even if this image is like this cylinder, it can detect this image as a cylindrical target. One of the cool feature of Vuforia SDK is text recognition. However, my experience with the text recognition is not that good. It provides robust tracking and simultaneous tracking of up to 5 users. Compared to other SDK, Meta.io, Diffusion Studio, and Wikitude, it has less flickering, and it's more applicable in real-time world condition like low light and partially covered targets. So with Vuforia SDK, you can develop in with two ways. One is native SDK, another one is Unity extension. With native SDK, you can develop in Windows, macOS as well as Linux. But with Unity extension, you can develop only in Windows and Mac. So this is the architecture of Vuforia SDK. The key component of Vuforia SDK is camera part. So Vuforia SDK use only your camera. So which will track your particular image, and that will send that image to the pixel format conversion. So what it will do, it will convert the camera image which is in YUV format to tracker or target. So which will be detected by the tracker. So tracker has a OpenGL engine. So it converts the YUV image to the format that is recognized by OpenGL engine. So the blue part you saw in the right bottom, which is tracker part, is the heart of the Vuforia SDK. So all the algorithms which was written in computer vision, so it was written over there. So with tracker, we can use two targets. One is device database, or another one is cloud. So where we can actually upload our images, and from where we can get the database. So the tracker part will detect the image, and it will transfer that to the state object, and it will be again given back to the application. So where we have written our application logic, and so we'll do the further processing on the events detected by the tracker. So for the demo, if you have you can go to this URL, and from there you'll get the link to download the APK. So if you download the APK and you scan this image, you'll get all the Android ARM7 devices available in the market. So anyone downloading the application? It's around 12 MB, so it will take some time. Yeah, so once you download the application and install in your device, if you scan this image, you can get a list of all ARM7 devices available in the market. Let's say you got some interest in augmented reality application, and you want to start your own AR development, and you are confused with the augmented reality SDK comparison. So for that, you can just scan this image, and you'll get the key resources that is required for augmented reality SDK comparison. So let's get started with the Unity. I'll show some small tutorial on how to develop your first AR application. So first we'll create a new project. To use the Vuforia SDK, what you need to do, go to Asset, Import Package, go to Custom Package, and before that you need to download the Vuforia Unity package from the Vuforia website. Just open it. It will ask for you import. For those who are new to Unity, the left side you see the hierarchy where all the game object we created will come under that part. The lower left part is project folder, so where all the assets in your project will come under that. And the center part is scene where we actually developed our application, so you can see what you have developed in that particular part. So once you click on this, you'll on the right side you see inspector. So this is the property of that object we created. Since we are developing augmented reality application, we don't need a simple camera, so we delete that from here. So we'll go to all prefab. Since we are developing AR application, we'll use AR camera. We'll develop simple application that will detect the image and will display some information on top of that image. So to detect a particular image, you need to go to the developer.vuforia.com. First you need to register at the developer portal. Once you are registered, click on Target Manager. So it will show you what all targets you have created. For us, we'll create a new target. So you can click on Create Database. So it will ask for the database name. I have given name as DroidCon. So I'll click on this. So there are several images I have already uploaded. Currently I want to use this. I want to detect this stones image. So once you upload, you can upload your image by clicking on Add Target. So you can give any target name. So for here we use single image because currently we are detecting only one image. You can give width as per your requirement. I've given it as 10 and give path to a particular image that you want to detect. So I've already imported the stones. So once you upload the image, the Vuforia developer portal, it will do some processing on the image and it will create some features. Actually, it will detect the key features from the image. So these are the features from the images, and it will create the augmentable rating. So currently for this image, augmentable rating is 5. So it's easily detectable. So if you develop an image, if you upload an image and it has no rating, then this engine cannot detect the particular image. Sorry. Minimum. You can if the rating is 2 or 3, you can use it for your purpose. But if it is 1, you cannot use it. So I selected the stone. I'll download the selected target as Unity editor. As I've already downloaded, I'm not going to download it again. So once you downloaded the same, just drag it to the asset folder. It will automatically place the content in the respective folders. So what it will give the particular image, the database file and the XML file, which will be used with this Unity engine. So we'll click on this image. From the data set, we'll select the DroidCon stone. So it will get automatically updated. And in the augmented reality camera part, we need to load this particular database so that our camera can look for this particular database. So we'll click on, at the same time simultaneously we can load up as many databases as we can, but we can activate only one database at a time. So that is done. Now once the image is detected, we want to overlay some information on that particular image. So let's say I want to overlay an Android icon on top of that particular image. So I pasted that. So what I'll do, I'll drag and drop it under the child of image target. We need to scale it according to our image target. So I'll set it as 0. Sorry. Or we can create another target. As of now, I'll choose the cube and put it under image target. So there is one more tab near the scene tab, that is game tab, which is not available in the free version of Unity 3D. There are two versions of Unity 3D is available. One is free and another one is professional. For the beginner purpose, the free version will serve the purpose. So once you click on the game part and if you run the application, so it will detect a particular object and overlay it over here. Currently I have not set the scale accordingly, so that's too big. And the best part of Unity 3D is it scale accordingly. So if I take my image near the camera, it will increase the size, and if I take the back, it will descale accordingly. So this is what we have done. First we choose a particular image. We upload it to the Vuforia target device. So where we choose the device target, and we created a device database. There was some processing that was done by target manager. Then we downloaded that particular database to our Unity 3D game engine, and we integrated it with our application by doing some settings in AR camera as well as image target. Then we finally published the application, and we are able to run the application. So this was just a basics. So what things you can do with the Vuforia SDK? Cool, isn't it? So, so apart from gaming, this Vuforia SDK can be used in several other applications. Let's say we can use it for in art where we can track a disabled person's eye, and by tracking his eye, we can develop some paintings or drawings on canvas. We can use it for construction purpose. Recently, in the Caltech University, they developed a augmented reality application for the earthquake purpose. Like they developed AR City View, where the city planner and the civil engineer, they can use their application to see what all area was affected by the earthquake. Another use can be translation, as Vuforia provides character recognition. So what you can do, as I'm from Ahmedabad, so I understand Gujarati, and you don't understand Gujarati. If I written something in Gujarati, you can track that particular text, and you can overlay that information in English. So it can serve as a great translation tool. In tourism, there are several applications available in marketplace as well. And the very first use of AR in television was for the weather visualization. So if you want to download my presentation, I hope some of you have downloaded the app link I shared earlier. So if you use the same app and track this image, you can download this presentation from using that app. So, and if you have any questions, query, feedback, you can once again track this image, and mail will be sent to me. So that's all from my side. If you have any question, I'm open to question.
Samath,
Yes.
my name is Praveen. Just wanted to understand one thing. Okay, how commercially successful is the individual venture for developing augmented reality apps today?
I think I didn't get your question.
Okay, so see, there's a lot of passion out here. Okay, but what I want to know is, are there examples of commercially successful AR apps out there today?
Yeah, Wikitude is the first mobile-based AR browser.
Okay.
So they developed a Wikitude web browser. So it's a very successful product. So it was launched in earlier 2008. So it's one of the example of AR application.
Okay. And the other thing is, have you come across examples of interfacing tactile sensory inputs with AR applications?
Can you come again?
Tactile sensory inputs. Okay, if people can touch and feel something kind of stuff. Okay? Have you come across any examples of tactile sensory inputs being interfaced with AR applications?
No. I think I need to check that, and I'll.
Sure, no worries. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm actually keen on working on something on fashion and beauty with augmented reality. So, is there any existing example that you can give me on that? Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm keen on working on the fashion and beauty space with augmented reality. So can you give me any example of an existing app right now that I can take a look at?
I've come across one app, but right now I don't have the name of that app.
Sure.
I'll
I
check
can
any.
get in touch with you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Arvind. I'm actually working on an online educational university kind of thing.
Mhm.
So, are there any AR apps for education? Or
I need to check.
okay, okay. And one technical question is: the underlying technology is based on OpenGL,
Uh,
the Euphoria SDK or something? Is it?
Yeah, so what Vuforia SDK done is they developed one state object. So there is one SO file, so they developed, so which will be integrated with the Unity 3D application, and which will be into the APK. So that's the reason why this application is of 12 MB.
Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me? I'm Deepika. Actually, I'm looking for the virtual shopping type with AR related app.
Mhm.
So, is there any existing applications available right now in the market? Or I just want to know what are the types of inputs to develop on AR. Is any open source or Victoria is one of the SDK, right? Is any other thing available?
So there are dozens of AR SDKs available.
Okay.
So in the free category, I find Vuforia is one of the great tools.
Okay. Okay.
And regarding that virtual try-on, you can use your Kinect as well.
Okay. Thank you.
I wanted to ask, besides Unity 3D, is there any other like this is just to overlay stuff, right? So if I want to make stuff more interactive, like I saw the Domino's
Effect.
demo on Vuforia,
Yes.
and to do something like that, do they use only Unity, or maybe like is there some further programming in Eclipse or something like that involved?
So both ways can be done. Like you can develop the application I've shown with the Eclipse as well. So you can work with Unity or Eclipse.
Okay, so this same thing can be done in Eclipse also.
Yes.
Okay, but it's easier in this, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
Because there is no coding involved in this application.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay, fill up the feedback forms and you can, put them at the registration counter. Thank you. Okay, the announcement was please fill up the feedback forms and put it at the registration desk.
Thank you.